ब्रह्माश्रया सत्वरजस्तमो गुणात्मिका माया अस्ति. Okay, so that is the only thing. You have to still see that. So Brahman is, we saw the truth, which absolute thing called Ishvara. And from its own standpoint as Brahman, it is free from any limitations whatsoever. So we saw Brahma, the word itself is derived from a root verb brih, which indicates bigness, absolute. But when it is, a bigness is taken as an adjective and added to a noun, in keeping with the noun, the bigness gets bigger or smaller. But here is a bigness which is never associated with any noun, bigness by itself. That's what we call it as limitless, which what we call Purnatvam. This is Purna. Purnam means free from, like a circle. When you take a circle, it is full, it has got no limitation, it is complete. Like that, Brahman is free from any form of limitation, and we have seen the limitation three-folded: time-wise, space-wise, object-wise. It is free from. And since it is free from all of them itself, Brahman as it is, we call it imperishable, other is called, it is Shashwatam, we call Nityam, we call Satyam. These are the words we have seen before. Now that Brahman is cited here from the standpoint of creation, what we call, popularly called Srishti. The Srishti itself is being discussed in order to understand, because earlier section very clearly pointed out the truth, the reality, the paramartham about the individual, the self. But we saw we are not only ourselves, in front of us there is a thing called creation. In the creation, leaving aside humans, there are varieties of other things. What about that? What is the truth of all of them? And if there is a creation, does the creation come about by itself, as some people call it, nature, natural, so many things are there. Is it like that, or is there anything behind this creation which causes this creation, which brings about this creation? That's the next topic we are under discussing now, we are taking for discussion. For this only we say the creation has its origin from Brahman. But then we saw, if Brahman is the cause for creation, the Brahman is the thing from where creation comes, there is lot of contradictions, viruddhata. Because that Brahman is necessarily called as formless nirakara. It is said as nirguna, and also it is said to be as one and one alone. We saw nityavastu brahma ekam. And now if that Brahman is the cause, and if something has come from Brahman, the same should be reflected in the effect also which has come from there. Because the quality of the cause inheres, permeates into the effect. If Brahman is the cause, then we should see all the qualities of Brahman in the effect called the creation. But when we see the creation, it is total contradiction. Then it gives a doubt, raises a doubt in our mind. I think things have not come from Brahman, or Brahman is not as it was revealed. Two possibilities are there. Either we can say the creation doesn't originate from Brahman, or we can say Brahman is not as it was revealed. We said Brahman is nirgunam, nirakaram, it is changeless, everything we said, then Brahman is not that. Because the world is one which has got gunam, sagunam, sakaram. It is not one, it is many, it is changing. So many things are there. Hence, what was revealed, either that should be wrong, Or we have to say that the creation has got its origin from something other than Brahman. That's what we said. If that is the case, the question comes, we say, this creation is from Brahman, but that Brahman is made to appear like this by a cause which we called it as Maya. That means the changeless, imperishable, nirgunam, attributeless, that Brahman which is one is made into many by one cause called Maya. And Maya is what? If at all we translate Maya in Sanskrit, the definite is given Ya Ma Sa Maya. That which is not is called Maya. That means there is nothing like Maya. And you say the Maya causes everything. A thing which is not there cannot do any problem. You say it creates that, at the same time it is not there, you say. How do you say that? That is why you can neither say Maya is or you cannot say Maya is not. It cannot be definitely, categorically defined as is or is not. That is why it is called as Maya. That is why we call it as a magic. A magic, can you say it is or it is not? Because a thing is means it should be always available for you. And is not means it should never be seen. What is a magic? Sometimes we see, sometimes we don't see. Now what would you like to call it? Is or is not? You can neither say is or is not. That is what is called Maya. Then how do you say Maya is? As long as you say creation is, you have to say Maya is. If creation is, we have to infer Maya. How do you say there is malaria? Malaria germs are there. Why? When fever is there, you have to say malaria germs are there. Do you see them? I don't see. But if it is there, it indicates it is there. That's all, simple. From the effect we infer the cause. That's all. So like that, Maya is always known from its effect. And the effect is generally creation, and a creation which otherwise looks impossible is made possible by Maya. Hence the definition, another definition is Agadita Ghatana Patiyasi Maya. A Ghatana which is Agaditam, impossible. That which makes impossible possible is called Maya. Hence this Maya is where? Our Shastra always says Maya is not an independent thing. Maya is something which has got a dependence on this Brahma. Hence it is called as Brahma Maya. Otherwise in Bhagavata and all you will say it is called Yoga Maya. That is when Bhagavan Vishnu used Yoga Maya. That Yoga Maya only came as the child first in the womb of particularly Yashoda there, and Bhagavan Krishna entered here. Later on transformation took place. Krishna went there, Maya came here. And when Kamsa came to dash the child, it slipped off the hand and told there, you are particularly going to be killed by so and so on this date. So the person is still living. Who is that? That is the Maya. So Maya is always, when we say Brahma Maya, Yoga Maya, it is Yoga means power. Yogam is called the power there. The power of Ishvara, the power of Bhagavan is called Maya. This Maya generally we refer as Shakti. Maya is called Shakti. That is why this feminine aspect, Maya is referred as Shakti. That is called Shakti Path and all. They will say Shakti cult, which is Devi worship. All Devi worship is under Shakti. Maya is the Shakti, feminine gender. And that is why Ishvara is having the power, the Shakti. And that Shakti not in the world with Ishvara, our Shastra always says it is dependent. It has no independence for its existence. Simple. Any power in the world cannot independently exist. You want something for it to manifest, to be there. Electricity. Electricity, if at all, has to exist in the potential form. It has to exist in water. It has to exist in charcoal. So many things there. From there you have to generate it. That's why it has to have some locus from where you take it. Even when you generate, you have to have some locus where it can remain. So that's why you want transformers, so many things where you can locate energy. And remaining there, you have to conduct it to do so many things. Electricity cannot do anything by itself. Any type of energy you go. Petrol is an energy. It has to be conducted. It has to be used. That means energy by itself, what we call energy in the world, one way compared to matter, you call it energy. But then that energy is not all that energy. It is also equally matter. That's an olden day they used to say, particularly matter in motion is called energy, they said earlier. So that is a matter when it is become, particularly when it becomes subtle, it becomes the energy. This is how the whole thing goes on. But in our Shastra, though in the science and physics and all, you differentiate between matter and spirit, or matter and energy separately, from our Shastra standpoint, whatever the worldly energy we call, they are all nothing but matter. They are all matter. Why we call it matter? They cannot independently do anything. That's why all these energies, whatever may be there, can they do anything? Can electricity do by itself? You have to only think, put the switch on, automatically switch on. It doesn't become. So you have to start the electricity. You have to do so many things. Then only it becomes something possible. Electricity cannot come out from water and say, I am here. That's why you need so much of thing to bring out electricity. Like that, any energy, petrol or diesel or anything, let it be energy. All energy has to be conducted, it has to be brought out, connected, used. Though they have from a standpoint we call energy, in reality they are all called matter, so they are all in one way jadam. They are not chetanam. So according to our Shastra, there is only one chetanam. And the chetanam is you. Which you? Which you already discussed earlier section. That is what the chetanam is, the Atma, the Chaitanyam, which we call as Satchidananda Surupam. That Atma Satchidananda Surupam itself is referred here as Brahma. So depending on the Chetanam Brahma, this particular Maya, the power, has its existence, and that Maya, the power, the Shakti, makes it possible for this Nirakaram, Nirgunam, one Brahma to become many. That's why I told you the Maya otherwise is called, another word we use called Prakriti. When Maya is referred as Prakriti, it is called the creative power. When Maya is seen from the standpoint of creation, we call it as Prakriti. That's why we call it is called the creative power, or all the creatrix. Any trick of creation is at the level of this Maya. Hence, entire world, whatever creation is going on, at the human level, understand behind that which power is there? Two powers. One is Brahman, another one is Maya. Our buddhi and mind and our sense organs, anything, they are all nothing but Maya, we will see. And behind all of them is the Chaitanyam, which is called Brahma. This combination is what is the behind creation at our level, we must know. Because of that only all modern inventions are possible. Behind modern inventions also, the factor behind is this Brahman plus Maya. As long as we don't know that, we say an individual creates. Understand? Individual makes. But if you understand clearly now from the earlier section, the buddhi functions because of what? Because of the presence of the Chaitanyam. And all the capacity potentials are provided at the level of the buddhi. Like a fan works. It is revolving at a particular speed, everything. Why does it do? Because the potency has been provided by the manufacturer. But though it can move, when can it move? When it gets the help of the energy called electricity. Minus that, it cannot do. Then the combination is required for the function to go on. Like that, in the buddhi, potentially, the capacities are available. But that is possible only when it is blessed by this Chaitanyam. That is why when the brain fails means either it can be dead totally because there is no Chaitanyam, or like a mechanism here, it has got its own wear and tear. That's why you say a particular degeneration of the brain cells, whatever may be, it is all a possibility. Hence, when we don't know, we think the person has got the problem. That's why when you come to Vedanta, we will say the problem is at the level of the equipment, not at the level of the person. That is all we have to understand here. That's why this is only simply a mechanism. And you are all engineers of this mechanism. Other people are engineers of other mechanism. That's all. So you deal with the mechanism. That's why today it has become a lot of engineering here. That's why you started changing parts. So many things are being replaced. Is it or not? What is it after all? It is nothing but a mechanism. That's why you can remove parts and join parts, new parts, so many things. And now you know human particular organs are being sold. Varieties are going on. Previously only motor car parts were sold. Now this also is being sold. So after all, what is it? Our Upanishad says this is nothing but a vehicle. This is a vehicle. It has got lot of things to do. As long as we don't know this, we attribute this to be oneself. This is the problem. You must clearly understand that. Anyway, that means so Maya is the power behind which makes, like even the camera is one which is a Maya. That is a one you, it can make you into different. The same camera itself is there. In the movies if you go, it makes one person to appear in 3 different roles or 4 roles. At the same time, the same person appears as 4. Is it or not? How can one become 4? In the movies you find, that fellow is the brother, that fellow is another fellow, all the 4 at the same time, in the same place, standing, talking, walking, everything. Can it be human possible? Who makes it possible? You will say science. Okay, you can call it science. That's why we say that science is called Maya. Not simple Maya, behind that, that's why there's a conscious being. That's what makes everything. That's why last time I told you, varieties of things. Cotton is the thing. Who makes this to appear as a cloth? Where is cotton? We don't see cotton at all. We see only a cloth. And we always say cloth. But this cloth is nothing but cotton. Who has made this? You will say there is a textile engineering. The textile engineering, what we call, is called Maya, sir. That's why there is a creative power behind it. Like that, so many things, gadgets are there, everything. They are all what? It is nothing but Maya. It is all power that is going on completely. So entire Srishti, even relative Srishti, is because of what? Because of Maya, which makes one thing to appear differently all the time. And in the process, what does it do? It makes you miss the original thing. That's why you have to make it as an adjective. Cotton cloth, you say. As a matter of fact, you make cotton as an adjective. Really, what is the substance here? Substance is cotton. But in our language, we make cotton as the adjective, cloth is the substance. That's our problem. Who makes it make appear? It is all Maya. So we say cotton cloth, this is a clothy cotton it should be. Understand itself. It should be silky cloth. We make it particularly that we understand as a cloth is silk. It should be. That's why like your gold and ornament you say. So ornamenty, gold it should be. Because ornament is an adjective, gold is the substance. Who makes all these things appear like this and make us do all these things? That is the Maya. Maya makes the false to appear as real. This Maya is the Shakti. That is why all our gods are married. You find no god is a bachelor, though Ganesha is considered to be bachelor somewhere, but in Maharashtra he has got 2 wives, Riddhi and Siddhi. Understand it, sir. That's why all gods are all married. Because married means there is a creative power. That's why in the world also, for the creation, procreation only, you require the feminine aspect. That's why our Shastra calls Purusha Prakriti. The male, female. In electricity, you need positive and negative. When they come together, only fusion is there. Otherwise, there is no fusion. So that aspect, that's why the feminine male aspect is required not for anything. They can be independent by themselves in all the respects. But if there is a creation required, like a child's birth, you cannot avoid any one of them. Both are equally essential. Without that, it is not possible. That's why whenever we have to bring out creation, we always bring in the aspect of Maya. That is why females can be independent by themselves, male can be independent by themselves just to live in this world. There is nothing required. They are independent. They are not dependent. Absolutely not dependent. But if the creation is required, they have to come together. Otherwise it is never possible. Similarly, when creation has to come, this Brahman and Maya have to come together. That is why it is an invocation of this power. Any power is inherent, that power has to be invoked. It has to be manifested. So in the vision of our Shastra, it will be told, Bhagavan invokes the power of Maya. For what? For bringing out the creation. That's why in this world also, if somebody wants creation, both of them will have to invoke the other one. Is it or not? Otherwise it is not possible. You may use different language. That is what is called invocation. You have to invoke both. Otherwise it is not possible. It is not at all possible. Invocation is what? Remember. In our Shastra, Bhagavan remembered Maya and started creation, it will be said. Here also you have to remember. And that remembrance only brings them together. All those things will be there. Thus, in our Shastra, what is said as Maya is called, ladies are called Devis, understand itself. There also all those particular goddesses are called Devis, feminine aspect. And this feminine aspect itself, it is told in our Shastra, here we read, Sattva, Rajas, Tamo, Gunatmika. That means this Maya is a power Shakti. It has got itself divided. It becomes Sattva Guna, Rajo Guna, Tamo Guna. Each different aspects of power. The Sattva Gunam accounts for the Jnana Shakti or the capacity of knowledge. Sattvam always is referred as the principle of knowledge possibilities. So any intellectual accomplishments, everything is always attributed to Sattva. Knowledge means Sattva. That means it is called Jnana Shakti. That is accounted by Sattva. The Rajas, Rajoguna, stands for 2 powers called Kriya Shakti as well as Ichha Shakti. The willing power, the wishing power, the doing power. So our will power, whatever we have got, is given by whom? Rajogunam. Rajogunam is the power to do. All creative capacities are given by knowledge. That's why you can create only when you have got knowledge. Minus that you cannot create. Though power is there, everything is there. So Rajogunam goes Ichha Shakti, Kriya Shakti. And finally Tamo Gunam stands for the inert capacity, the inertness, which is called Jagatcontd. The inert, the inertia, the inert everything is accounted by this particular tamas. Further devolution we will go in Gita. Bhagavan will say tamas is the cause for sleep. The sleep that comes is accounted by tamas. Any dullness is caused by tamas. Indifference is caused by tamas. All these things are manifest in different form. All those things are dealt with in Gita in a detailed form. So that we have to see 3 gunas are dealt with. But here suffice we stand and understand tamas is the aspect which accounts for any inertness in the world, jadatva. Thus these 3 powers are there. Hence in the Lalita Sahasranama, if at all you have been reading, you will find Devi is generally referred as Ichha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Swarupini. She is referred always as that itself. Or if you go to Devi Bhagavata, Devi Mahatmya, there also Devi is referred as all this particular thing. So Devi is always referred as the Sattva Rajas Tamo Gunatmika is Maya. And with this only Brahman by itself is only Parabrahma Swarupam, which we call Paramatma Swarupam. We say as Parameshwara Swarupam. Means what? Brahman by itself. But when this Brahman is associated with Maya, first name it gets is called as Ishvara or called Bhagavan. Two words come for that. Ishvara means ruler. Ishvara has got 3 aspects in it. The Srishtikarta, the ruler, the creator, the Stitikarta, sustainer, and the one who resolves, dissolves, the one called Laya Karta. Srishti, Stiti, Laya Karta is called Ishvara. One who has got the power all the things. 3 power took together is called Ishvara. Means Ishvara is who? Brahman associated or manifesting through Maya is called Ishvara. That means if at all we say the relative form of Ishvara is called with Maya. The absolute form of Ishvara is free from Maya. That's why you also, the relative form of you is expressing through this Maya called body, mind, intellect. Your absolute form is away from all the 3 of them, free from that is called Brahman or Satchidananda Swarupam, common for both. When you manifest through this, you will have certain capacities limited, because the Maya here is limited. When Ishvara manifests through the Maya, it is absolute power and that will be maximum. Hence, Bhagavan is the one who rules over us. We all become ruled. Hence, he is called as Ishvara because he has got the 6-folded wealth. So, this is called Shad Aishwarya, 6-folded wealth. One is called, he has got Aishwaryasya. Aishwara means what? Ishvara Bhavam. All the name, particularly the thing that is powers anything, Samagram means total. Aishwaryasya Samagrasya. Yashas, all fame is absolute. Then Jnanam, absolute. Vairagyam, absolute. Then on his Sri, any wealth that is there is absolute. Then Jnanam, knowledge is absolute. The 6-folded things in the absolute form, one who has got is called Ishvara. So this will be referred as Bhaga also. This is all Bhaga means this Ishvaratvam is called Bhaga. So because he has got this Aishwaryam, he is called Bhagavan or Ishvara. Or another way, Bhagavan means one who has got all knowledge, which Krishna will tell in Gita. One who knows the past, the present, the future, everything of the entire creation is called Bhagavan. So, Utpattim cha Vinasham cha Bhutanam Agatim Gatim Veti Vidyam Avidyam cha Sa Vachyo Bhagavan iti. That's the definition. So, Bhutanam, of all the things and beings, Utpatti. Utpatti means their creation, their starting origin. Vinasham, their destruction. Then all of them has got Agati Gati, good and bad. The one who understands what is avidya, what is vidya, knowledge, ignorance, in the absolute form, the one who understands, that person is called as Bhagavan. 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 Thus in our Shastra there is definition for all these things. Hence that is why we find our gods are all married. Now you go back, there is a one called Srishti Karta who is called Brahmaji. This Brahmaji is married to Saraswati. Saraswati's husband is Brahmaji. Why? To create, what should be there for Brahmaji? Knowledge. Without knowledge, Brahmaji cannot create. Like even if you want to cook, when can you cook? Only we got knowledge of cooking. Anything you want to do, the requisite knowledge must be there. That means a creator must enjoy the knowledge to create. Hence Brahmaji is wedded to Saraswati. Vishnu is one who is supposed to sustain, look after, provider. To provide what you should have? Lot of money. That is why Vishnu he has got married with Lakshmi, lot of wealth. That is why finance and home should go together. Both are going together there. Lakshmi is always with Vishnu. And the Lord Shiva has to do dissolution, dismantling. What can you dismantle? Something created. That is called Parvati Prakriti. That's why he is wedded to Parvati. That is another Shakti. Thus the three trinities are wedded to Maya's three Shakti. That's why Brahmaji has got the Shakti, Jnana Shakti. Vishnu has got the Shakti, the wealth of materials. That will be called generally as Rajogunam. Power is there. Money is a power. So Jnanam is also power. But it's a Tattva Gunam, Rajogunam. And Lord Shiva is wedded to Tamo Gunam. In this manner, the three have got three gunas, the Maya itself married, and that is why we have got the Devi Puja, Shakti Puja, everything, and that is the representation here also, male and female, the aspect. All female aspect has got the combination of the particular Brahman plus female aspect. In reality, if you ask in our Shastra, everyone is one way, female only. Though gender-wise we may call different, but everybody is female. Why? The entire thing we are going to see, the whole thing is Prakriti. Every body is nothing but Prakriti. So by body-wise, everyone is who? Is Prakriti means Maya. They are all feminine. And Atma-wise, everybody is a Purusha. Nobody is a feminine. That means everybody is feminine, everybody is masculine. The other masculine, feminine is only from a different aspect. Hence we all come by birth wedded to this Maya and Prakriti. The other marriage take place here locally. That's a different marriage. Understand itself. So this is how the Bhagavan is there, and the Bhagavan itself is called Trinities. They all do the job. Functionally, one truth become different. As I said, functionally, one power is different. Like the same power, if you put it, it's called a scooter. Petrol only there. All automobiles only. Another one you call motorcycle. Third one is called auto rickshaw. Fourth one you call car. Third one you call lorry. All of them, behind them, who is there? One common petrol or diesel you may call, whatever it is. But one thing makes all different thing, power behind is same. Come to electricity, The equipments are differing, their functions are differing, the power behind them is one and the same. So one truth is behind everything else. One appears as many, making different things in the world. Similarly, functionally, there is a Brahmaji different, Saraswati is different, there is Vishnu different, Lakshmi different, there is also Shiva different, Parvati different, then you can multiply Ganesha different, Rama different, Krishna different, Indra different, Varuna different, Vayu different. Like that in our Shastra, we have got 33 crores. Like if you go, how many bulbs are there? You can say crores of bulbs will be there, millions will be there. But how many electricities are there? There is only one. So hence the multiplicity is from a standpoint, the oneness is from a different standpoint. So from a standpoint we can say gods are different, gods are many, but another standpoint there is only God, one only. There is no difference. And that is why they say the great statement Ekam Sat Vipraha Bahuda Vadanti. These are all the statements which you might have heard somewhere. So if at all, that is the meaning of all these things. Or generally they say unity in diversity. This is what it is. The diverse everything you see, but there is a unity in everything. There is only one truth. United. They are all one and thing. There is a homogeneity. It is one and the same. There is no difference whatsoever. So with this Maya, that Bhagavan creates. Last time we have seen this aspect was not discussed. I had left it, I connected it, now I will go to the other one. So every creation we saw before necessitate or requires two particular causes to create. And earlier we had decided creation, one creation is where the material undergoes total change. In another one it doesn't undergo any change, but creation comes out. And the worldly creation according to our Shastra is a creation without undergoing any change. The first creation is called Parinami, where there is a lot of modifications. Here it doesn't, in the world itself, I gave you example of ornament and gold. Though ornaments appear different, but intrinsically they are nothing but gold and gold alone. That's why we see as ornament, when we go to the ornament shop, jewelry, we buy only ornaments, though you are buying nothing but gold. That's why when a thief comes to our house, we doesn't see whether it is ornament or gold, both are okay for me. Because the drishti is what? He doesn't see ornament, the fellow sees only gold. Because it is convertible, that's all, nothing else. That is what in our Shastra called Tattva drishti he has got. But when we go to particular shop, we are least bothered about gold, we are only bothered about ornament design. This is how the whole vision changes, I tell you. So Vedanta wants us to change the vision only. Let everything remain. Your vision has to totally undergo change. That's why all these talks are there, not for anything. So understanding certain realities only, our vision can change. We have a vision at present because our vision is from a standpoint. And that standpoint is to see everything different. That's why Dvaitam, Bedam, differences, multiplicity, that is our vision at present. But that's why we want to say we have to have some other vision also, which is the releasing factor, which gives you a totally different perspective, absolutely different. Provided one gets it and understands. Not only about yourself, even totally about the world. For this purpose only all these things are being talked here. Hence, the creation necessitates two powers, two things particularly, two causes we saw. One is called the material cause, the raw material of which anything is brought about. And another one that is required is the intelligence necessary for bringing out a creation. The material is called Upadhana Karana. The knowledge principle is called as efficient cause. The one who enjoys this efficient cause, the knowledge, the capacity to create, utilize an equipment, a mechanism, anything, that person generally we called the creator, the maker. And the maker generally in the world is different from the material cause. Simple example of a pot maker. A pot maker, kumbhar, has got the knowledge of making pots. He knows how to use the wheel, everything, but he can do everything only when he has got the material called nice type of clay for that. When both are there, he brings about a lot of things called making. If it is particularly other metals, those people make out of that using their knowledge. Like a carpenter you go, a goldsmith you go, a weaver you go. Each one does their job when they have their requisite material and their knowledge together, creation starts. That means a creation always presupposes this person enjoying this creation, knowledge of creating, plus the material required. In the world, we always see people having one or more than one knowledge to do something. A carpenter generally knows how to make out things, furniture out of wood. If it is another person doing something, fabrication with metals, they do that. A goldsmith knows to do something with gold. A blacksmith, he knows something to do. Like that, everyone has got a given knowledge. Sometimes, exceptional cases, you may say a person has more than one knowledge, we don't deny. So, they have the requisite thing and the material is different from the maker. All the time it is there. And the person who has got this knowledge, yo yat karta sa tatnyaha. In our Shastra, this is the one who makes anything, that person is the knower of that thing to be made. So tatnyaha, now you use for all of you, specialist call as a tatnyaha. You use. So tatnyaha means tat jnanam astiti tat jnanaha, tat janatiti tat jnaha. That is the understanding in Sanskrit. So here also, everybody has got one or more, two knowledges. Now this creation, everything, including people who have got the knowledge of everything, created by, can anyone say I created? Understand? Who created this world? At least we are sure we never created. Okay, we can go and ask our parents, did you create? I am sure they also will say we never created. We came into this world. If you ask your grandfather, they also will say same thing. Great grandfather, ask anyone, everybody will say we came into a world which was already there before us. Then if it is so, everyone says I never created, then who created this world? So that is why we have to go to a factor, who could have created. We cannot say nature. In nature you don't see the knowledge place. Nature doesn't have knowledge. If it is nature knowledge, we need not go to college at all. Nature means natural. Our intellect is something coming by nature, is it or not? The intellect is naturally born in the buddhi, is there in every child. If nature of the buddhi is to have knowledge, as the child grows, one day, every day, new knowledge should come. We need not have colleges, we need not study. So this nature business doesn't work. Hence knowledge always remains somewhere. A locus is required. For one creation in the world, a person enjoys a given knowledge. And if we all know we never created anything here, then there should be someone who created this. And that is why somebody says, where is this creator? So first we will say, hence, one who makes one thing has got the knowledge, the entire thing including all of us enjoying a given knowledge, the potential capacities, the one who created, what should be the knowledge of that person? Hence we say, one who makes one, he's got that taknya, sarvasya karta, sarvajna. That's why Bhagavan is called omniscient. This is called the meaning of omniscience. What is omniscience? He is one who knows everything. All knowledge. That means you don't see whether Bhagavan knows computer knowledge. Understand itself? Though computer is a modern thing. Who provided this potential for a given human intellect? Even to think of computer. Or in medical science, so many developments are going on, new inventions are coming. But absolute one is Ishvara. And accepting that it is Ishvara's grace is called Bhakti, where we say it is Ishvara's grace or Ishvara Prasad. That's all. That means even these modern inventions are Ishvara Prasad. That is why in this age, everyone seems to be inventing new things, including satellites and so many things are going on. Let us say it is all Ishvara's grace only. Ishvara made such a time, some buddhis which are all doing so many things. Behind that also, there is Ishvara. But we are discussing now not the relative one, we are discussing the absolute one. Means the sun, the moon, the sky, the star, the air, the fire, the mountains, the oceans, so many things we see. The mother earth itself, with all the metals and minerals and so many things we find there. Can any one individual claim, I created all these things? And the varieties of particularly flora and fauna, we see so many things. Can anyone claim that I, an individual saying, I created? And that is why we say this is done by the one called Ishvara. And that Ishvara should have what knowledge? All the field of knowledge is with Ishvara. He only has given it here. And each one seems to have that something has come out. And that is how the whole thing is going on. Everything has what there in a small way. Today it might have expanded today, that's all. Not any knowledge is new. Today suddenly it becomes more prominent. That's all, nothing else. Thus the entire creation is one who had all knowledge, sarvajnaha, and wherever the sarvajnatvam is there, there itself comes sarva shakti. Sarva shakti is called the one who is omnipotent. He has got all the thing that is available. This is called almighty, we say. Almighty means what? All the might and power is with whom only? The one who has got that. Hence, now he has got the knowledge. What about the material? I left last time there only. From where does Ishvara get the material? Now, if at all Ishvara gets the material from somewhere, who created that material? And if at all Ishvara has to make a material and think that Ishvara has to sit somewhere, then that itself should have been created. Who created? That's why one fellow asked, okay, one child asked the father, Father, who created heaven? Not earth. Because generally we say, God in heaven created all of us. So the child was just asking a question. Children ask such questions. We may not think, but children generally ask such questions. Okay, God, Father, who created heaven? God created heaven. Okay, accepted. Okay, then before creating heaven, where was God? Because God must have been localized somewhere, is it or not? To create means you should have a place where you want factory, locus, so many things to do something. If God created earth and our world, okay, accept it. And which God created? God in heaven created. Good, accepted. If that is the case, who created heaven? God. Okay, accepted. But this heaven also, before creating this heaven by God, where was God? You should say he was in hell. Huh? Then you have to say who gave hell to Bhagavan then? This is where the problem comes when we think of God in this manner place. That's why this creation is not like a creation as we all think. Like a place, sitting, creating. That is not our creation. Though we use such words and other things, there is a lot of difference in the creation of Bhagavan and the creation of all of us. What we see the creation here and the creation of Bhagavan, there is a lot of difference which we must clearly understand. Hence, where is this material? What is the material? Bhagavan finds the material in himself or herself. Bhagavan is he or she. That's another problem. Why you always want to refer Bhagavan as he? Why not she? That's why in our Shastra says Bhagavan is both he and she. That's why we got a God, Ardhanarishwara. Ardhanarishwara means what? One half is male, another half is female. That's why in English also they say better half. Huh? That's why in our Shastra the left side is given to female, the right side is given to male. That's why when the wife sits, she has to always sit on the left side for our karmas and all. That's why Devi is also sitting always Vame. When Rama is there, Sita will be always on the left side. Go in the temple, you will see, if both the gods are there, the lady will be left side of the male. So in our Shastra it is said there, from the left side of the body, the male form is created. So Bhagavan is both male and female. There is no difference. That is why in male also there is Atma, in female also there is Atma. So Bhagavan is no way different. So people should not think that females are less and males are more, or they are less or better or half. All these things are not there. But at least in English they seem to say better half. Understand itself. Why? Because they seem to be the power behind everything. As in English they say behind every great man there is a woman behind it. So without that it is not. So they have got a part to play in the life of everyone, including Bhagavan. So there is no question of this lib and other thing going on. Seems to be some problem, understand, there is nothing else. Otherwise there is no particular, generally people think we particular females are particularly downtrodden, that, this and all. There is nothing like that. From a standpoint they see and they seem to think. Otherwise in our Shastra they are kept upon equally great order. Hence this power to create the material Bhagavan finds in himself. That means indirectly the power is inherent in Brahman itself. And that power which is called the material is what we call as Prakriti Maya. From the creative aspect, Maya is the power. That's why from the material we call it as Tamas Jada Shakti. The Jada Shakti is Maya only. That means Bhagavan is what? Both material as well as efficient cause. And one important thing you will see, wherever there is creation, along with the creation, the finished product, the material goes. Is it or not? Wherever the finished product is there, what is the finished product? The material in a different form. That's all. But in the world, along with the material, the finished product, the maker doesn't go good. Bhagavan has kept like that. Why? If the carpenter has to go with every furniture, where all the person will go? and he makes 5 furniture, how can he become 5? Every pot you buy, if the pot maker also comes, you have a lot of problem. That's why in the world, the maker and the made are totally different. Where the made, the product is there, the maker will not be there. With this only we go, and people seem to say, the Bhagavan created everything, send it, and he remains safely there. That's why people say, Bhagavan, you have sent us, we are suffering, you are nicely, quietly sitting there. Don't we say all the thing? Aap dekhta nahi kya? We are all suffering here, all musibat, so much problems you have got, and you are nicely sitting with Lakshmi in the milky ocean, lying there, she is terracing you, and nicely watching all of us suffering here. Ye kaun sa maja hai aapka? This is all what the people generally in the Purana and all like this, it looks like it. But this is where we come and explain things better, understand itself. That's why Bhagavan has not remained there, so that all the thing can be told. As a matter of fact, who is the participant in this world? If at all, it is Bhagavan only. Because there is nobody other than Bhagavan here. That means in everybody, where there is Sukham, who is there? Bhagavan. Where there is misery, who is there? Bhagavan. Bhagavan is not away for us to complain. As long as we don't know and we think Bhagavan is sitting only in Vaikuntha, we can call Bhagavan and say, आप तो आराम से उधर बैठा है, क्या हमारा हालत देखो इधर क्या क्या होता है, तो आपको आंखी नहीं क्या, थोड़ा आंखी खोलो देखो, कटाक्ष देव इधर. All the thing we are asking Bhagavan. Why? To totally think I am different from Bhagavan. Then all the things are proper. That's why at that level everything is okay. That appealing to Bhagavan, praying to Bhagavan, calling Bhagavan, seeking help, everything is proper. There is nothing wrong. When your opinion is like that, that is correct. But that is not absolutely correct. Understand itself? That is not absolutely correct. Hence, Bhagavan did not create like बनाया बहुत कुछ भेज दिया नीचे उधर बैठ गया, नहीं है. Bhagavan himself is here. Hence, like even where pot is there, clay is very much there. Where ornament is there, gold is very much there. Like that, where creation is, Bhagavan is. And that is why Bhagavan's Rupam is called Vishwarupaha. Why we call Bhagavan Vishwarupam? Vishwam means the whole creation. And the creation has got Vishwam, the name, because of vastness, variegated world. The multiple, the variegated. Hence it is called as Vishwa. And that Vishwam is whose Rupam? Bhagavan's Rupam only. That is why the Vishwarupam manifested form is called Virat Rupam. The Samashti is called as another name of the Rupam of Bhagavan is called Virat. Virat means the total, absolute creation is called Virat, manifested form of Bhagavan, which popularly we call Vishwarupam. Now this world itself, when it is unmanifested form, we call it as Hiranya Garbha. Garbha means what? Unmanifested. Though one way manifested, but still not fully manifested. Avyaktam. It is not Vyaktam. That is why but your eyes, you cannot say what type of child is there, whether it is male or female. Today you have got test and all, that's a different thing. But with your naked eyes, you cannot say which child is there, male or female. You cannot say. That's why it is called Avyaktam. That Avyakta Bhava of Bhagavan is what is called Hiranya Garbha. It is potentially available, but it is not fully manifested out. And there is another Bija Bhavam, like your sleep. When you are sleeping, everything is resolved. And that condition that is there is what is called as Ishwaraha, the potential form. That potential form is Maya plus Brahma. Like that, Bhagavan has got 3 different names from different status. totally manifest is called Virat. The subtle aspect of Bhagavan is called as particularly Hiranya Garbha. And the third form, total Bija Bhavam, unmanifest totally, that condition is what is called as the particularly the thing which is called as Ishvara. So thus these three aspects are there for Ishvara, and from there Bhagavan brings out the creation. So Bhagavan is both material, efficient, cause. For that we will see our Upanishad gives an example which you can go and see here itself. And what is that? It is called, two examples will give. One is a spider. We have got another thing called a wasp. When you see a wasp, the wasp also builds its own particular that nest or whatever it is. But you will find it goes out and brings the clay and keeps on making it. That means it can make it, it has got the knowledge to make it, or a bird can make a nest, it depends on material outside itself. It has got the knowledge itself to make everything. Like we can make, but we want dependence. To make chapati you got knowledge, but you must have the atta to make it. Not you find atta in yourself. So there such birds and other things are there, one type. But this spider, if you see a unique thing that it weaves a web. Now you see, it has got the knowledge to weave the web. But though it can weave, it doesn't go to courts to get some thread, nice fine threads. It doesn't go. Then from where does it come? It comes from the saliva of that thing itself. Hence what does it do? It starts bringing out the particular that thread and slowly starts weaving. What a beautiful weaving it does. So precision, how nicely it does, and shining, silky one. And one important thing is, not only it can create, it can resolve it back into itself. When it starts making, you try to disturb, straight it takes and runs away. But once it is made, it is there. It cannot do anything. So Upanishad says, Yatha urna nabhihi grinnate srijate grinnate cha. Urna nabhi means that spider. It can particularly create, at the same time halfway can take it back and go away. Like that Bhagavan creates everything from himself. This is one drishtandam which can see in our here itself. Another drishtandam is your own dream. In the dream, whatever you are seeing, from where did you get the material? Because you see a house also there, you see people there, you see mountain there, you see river there, varieties of things you see. From where did you get all these materials to create? And is there a creator other than you? And is there a material other than you? You project the creation of you. And who is the material? Everything that is seen, it is you. And you resolve back into yourself. And again, how much time did it take for you to create? To build a building, how much time it takes? What all problems are there? For you to create, how much time it takes? You find like seeing a particularly a video, what you have to do? You have to only press the button. Everything comes. But the shooting takes lot of time. Like that Bhagavan also creates. How does he create? Not that sitting, he has got trouble to create, lot of material crunch or anything, nothing. He is the material cause as well as the efficient cause. Hence in Sanskrit we call it as Abhinna Nimitta Upadhana Karanam is Bhagavan. And the created world is not different from Bhagavan, where the creation is, who is there? Bhagavan. This is the Bhagavan absolute. But then if you say, that's why generally they say Narayana is everywhere. Now you see, you all chant particularly Ganapati Atharva Shirsha. In the Ganapati Atharva Shirsha you all say particularly, He Ganepati Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva sarvam khaluvidam brahmasi. Sarvam jagadidam totto jayate. Sarvam jagadidam tottat tishtati. Everything you say now. That means if Ganesha is everything, everywhere you should see what? Anywhere you should see only Ganesha. Are you seeing that? Then how do you say you are everything? What is the meaning of that? That is why as Brahman you are everything. Tvameva sarvam khalu idam brahmasi. That means you are the truth of everything here. Other than you there is nothing. Then who makes you appear as Ganapati? That is called Maya. That means you are Brahman but you are in the form of Ganesha. Same thing you can say you are in the form of Vittala. You are Rakhumai. You are everything you only. So there is no problem for us. Which God you should worship? Any God you worship, no problem. Which ornament you should take to get gold? Only necklace will make it gold? Even a ring is gold only. Like that anything you take in this world, it is God. That is why, sir, we are not superstitious. That's why we can worship an idol. Yes, ordinary stone we can worship. We worship a tree, we worship animals, we worship anything in this world. It is not superstition, there is certain knowledge and understanding behind it. That is our culture, born of understanding. Though people would like to brand us as superstitious fellows, we are not superstitious. We see Bhagavan in everything. Even we can worship a person. That's why Suvasini Puja is who? Suvasini is not a particular girl. Pre-puberty girl is taken, worshipped, seen the Devi there. A brahmachari is seen as particularly Bhagavan, worshipped. A dampati is worshipped as Bhagavan. So understand, our culture is not a superstitious culture as people seem to think. All because of ignorance they do that. If only they understand, there is a great vision behind it. Even idol worship is not superstition. We don't worship an idol, please. We don't worship stone. We worship Bhagavan. If you can see Bhagavan, it is Bhagavan for you. Otherwise, of course, it is stone only. It cannot be anything. So that's why you must understand, nobody worships an idol or a photo, nor a form. They all represent the truth. People who understood, they did. We never understood. We just followed our parents or elders. Later on somebody asked a question, we could not answer. So other people branded as superstition, we accepted as we are all superstitious. Understand? Because we never cared to know, because we thought where we know or not, it is all okay. What is the idea of knowing all these things? Without knowing also our life is going on. So why spend time there? This is how we thought. But it is not all that blind as people seem to think. It is not so. Hence we must understand, not that we want to boast, our culture is not superstition. That's what I would like to tell. Our culture is very much, we are alive to the truth, please. Our culture is always alive to the truth. That is why we see air as Bhagavan, fire as Bhagavan. We see all the water as Bhagavan. Anything is Bhagavan because they are all the manifestation form of Bhagavan. Anything is the manifested form of Bhagavan. So that is why the entire creation is Bhagavan for us. Because Bhagavan is the material as well as the power behind the whole creation. Any resource is Bhagavan, please. Any wealth is Bhagavan. That is, if you see any wealth is Lakshmi, we have got different Lakshmi. Dhana Lakshmi. Dhanam is called Lakshmi. Dhanya Lakshmi. All grains are Dhanyam is Lakshmi. Any knowledge is Lakshmi, particularly. Vidya is also Lakshmi. Child is a Lakshmi, Santana Lakshmi. It is Santanam is a Lakshmi. It is a power, it is a wealth. Then food is called Anna Lakshmi. Annam is also Lakshmi. Anything you go, everything is Lakshmi only for us. So that condition we don't see anything different. Bhagavan is everything for us. With understanding only we are living, we are doing puja, we are doing everything. Thus, what we have to understand now, the creation is what? That's why in our Shastra is called Sankalpa Srishti. The whole Srishti of Bhagavan is Sankalpa. Bhagavan thinks and creation starts. And who can make this creation so fast? That's why how does your particular dream start? Who makes it so possible? That's why relatively Maya for you is called your mind. How does a movie start? You put the button on. Who projects it? There is a projector. Who shot the particular movie? Another projector camera. That is our mind is the one which shoots the particular and projects. Daytime it is shooting and night time it is projecting. Finished. And that is the Maya for you. Mind is Maya, Buddhi is Maya. Everything is Maya, the power given to you in a limited form. Since Bhagavan creates this world with the help of Maya, he is called as Mayavi, the great magician. And since everything is a product of Maya, Maya being the material power, the creation is called Mayikam. It is a product of Maya. That means in this creation, the inertness, the jada, everything you should know that is attributed to Maya. And wherever you see sentiency, the sentiency belongs to the Bhagavan Ishvara. And as with reference before, we must know Bhagavan has created Jada Chetana Bhavam for all of us to use. Wherever life is pulsating, it is possible only where there is the subtle body, which we have seen in the earlier section. When the subtle body is there, their life will manifest, there will be pulsating of life. Whether it is animals, creatures, everywhere that part is there. Even in a tree, there is the subtle body. Because of that, it enjoys the life, living. It is living. But that life can go away one day. That's called death. The subtle body departs, death takes place to this body or any creature or anything. Everything goes. But the subtle body generally doesn't die by itself. It has got a continuity. And that alone comes back, we have seen before, which is called a rebirth. Again it comes. It keeps on rotating, coming and going. So wherever activities are necessary, there must be not only mere jada, there should be subtle body along with that. Like even a bulb will burn only when there is a filament in it. The filament is the subtle body because of which only electricity will manifest. Like that everywhere, any equipment, there is a gross body outside, inside equipments are there. Because of there only electricity manifests, things are all functioning. Like your car, there is whole body, bonnet and everything, but the engine is required for which only petrol goes, then so many things takes place, the car starts running. That's why outside is nice, if the engine fails, the car stops. That's why this may be quite okay, if the subtle body is gone, nothing happened. That's why young or old, it is all the same. It is all the same. Hence, Bhagavan created for our use only things without subtle body. Let us imagine if everywhere there was subtle body, you are sitting on this mattress, it will start asking, how long you are going to sit? Get up now. If you have got subtle body in your chappal, you will keep it there, it will go for a walk. You will not get it. A toothbrush may go early morning somewhere else, you will not get it. Like that, many materials, if they also enjoy life, they will not be available for your use. Understand? Hence, Bhagavan kept in this world Jadam and Chetanam. All Jadam is for the use of the Chetanas. Hence in this creation there is the difference of Jadam and Chetanam. But Jadam also is Bhagavan. Chetanam is also Bhagavan. That is why we can worship a Chetana Vastu, human beings or animals as worship Bhagavan. We can use a stone and make it as Bhagavan. Both we can worship. Even worship all the elements we can worship. That we will see later. I will tell you all that. Any element we can worship, and that is why we are worshipping one element, fire. We worship totally. We can worship wind, we can worship sun, we can worship moon, and we are all worshipping all that. So all this is because of what? Because everything in this world, from a particle of sand onwards, everything is the manifested form of Bhagavan. It is all Bhagavan. There is nothing other than Bhagavan in this world. As long as we don't know this, we make a division and say in the temple in a form there is Bhagavan. Other places Bhagavan is not there. That is the original starting point. We have to start there. Like even a child has to start from alphabet A. Then only R numerals 1. Then you find the whole world is what? The whole world of particular mathematics is nothing but the mind modification of number 1. 1 only has become all the particular things. Minus 1 there is nothing. What is 2? 2 ones are 2s. What is 1000? 1000 ones are 1000. That's why you can put so many zeros, minus 1 or any figure. What is the use of zeros? But the 1 makes everything. The 1 is a very important thing. So that is why even in particularly language you find the vowels are very important. We give the life. Minus the vowel the words cannot do anything. That's why A, E, O, U and all these things you say. They are all the life giving things. Minus that the whole alphabet goes away. So in Sanskrit Bhagavan says the akaram, the A is the thing which makes all words. Because every shabda is the modification of A. The main shabdam is A. That's why your mouth you can open easily is A. A child can just open and say A. That's why first thing a child can say is Amma, Ai. The first thing comes A. Simple. Just open the mouth, it comes. Then all other words are nothing but a change of this A only. You will elongate little A, it becomes. Close little O, it becomes. Elongate little E, it becomes. O. Everything is contraction, expansion of this A only. So hence Upanishad says Akaro vai sarvavak. Bhagavan says I am the one, is particularly the letter of I is myself itself, Bhagavan says. Hence any language is Bhagavan only. Anything is Bhagavan only. So that condition being there, in our Shastra, Vedanta makes it very clear that there is nothing other than Bhagavan. So should the creation go to see Bhagavan? What should go to see Bhagavan, sir? As long as we don't know this, we want Bhagavan to come pratyaksha in front of me to give a darshan. Otherwise every day, morning and evening, all the time, who is giving you darshan? Bhagavan is in front of you. Why don't you olaklanai? That's the problem. Why don't you olaklanai? Because I don't have the knowledge. The moment you understand, all the time, whom are you contacting? Bhagavan only. Where should we go to see Bhagavan? Bhagavan is all the time available to us. Hence Bhagavan can be called as Vishwarupaha, or if you say the protector, we call Vishwanathaha, or we call him Jagannathaha. So these are all the different names you get it. From a standpoint, these names are given to Bhagavan. So thus this is the simple thing about creation. Hence that Brahman with Maya, which is Sattva Rajas Tamo Gunatmika, from there the creation starts. Now we will read further what is there and proceed. So item 731, you take that. Tataha akasha sambhutaha akashat vayuhu vayostejaha tejasa apaha adbhyah prithvi. Now from this creation, the first thing that is told here is the primordial thing called the elements. You all know science tells 5 elements, that itself. That means from the Brahman plus Maya, what is the first thing that is created as an order? If at all you want to talk, the 5 elements, original thing, that comes. That is there. Tataha means what? From the Brahman plus Maya, the material and efficient cause together. From that cause came about Sambhutaha, is born or is created Akasha. Akasham we translate space. Why you call space as Akasha? Avakasha Pradatvat Akasha, which gives accommodation, which accommodates everything. Hence it is called as Akasha. So it is called Akasha. Now this Akasham itself should be seen as Bhagavan. That means Akasha Surupa Bhagavan himself. From there came what? Vakashat Vayuhu. This order of creation is from the subtlest to the grossest. So you will see Akasham is among the 5 elements the subtlest form of Akasha. What is subtlety? Subtlety means first thing is it cannot be perceived with the eyes. We generally don't see Akasha. Though we say space, space and all, you are not seeing space. Even the blueness is not there. These are all particularly an illusion. What you call illusion is this blueness. There is no blueness there. But we are seeing blue sky, we say. As though sun is sticking there, everything we are seeing. But it is not there. If there is a blue sky like that, one aircraft must hit it. Nothing has happened up to now. And more you go, you will not see. Then what is all this? That's why physics tells you this is a refraction born of the water and dust particles. Because of that there is a blueness there. Otherwise there is no blueness at all. If you go up and see down, all the water in the ocean everywhere will be blue in color or green in color. You come down and take the water, there is no color at all. These are all certain limitations of our eyes. You must know that. Hence all these things are not there. So that is not the sky, though this is called sky and other things. The space is not seen by us. We can feel the space when we walk. Because if there is no space, we dash. But wherever there is space, you can move freely. That's all, nothing else we know. That's why space means that which accommodates. It is the subtlest thing. And our subtlety we will come to because it has got a guna. We go to subtlety by telling first thing is, second thing is its pervasiveness. That which is subtle pervades more. Like water has got pervasiveness, more pervasiveness compared to ice. Ice doesn't pervade so much, but water pervades more because it has got liquidity. But when you convert this ice or water into steam, it has got more pervasiveness. So hence steam is subtler than water, even subtler than the ice. So water is subtler than ice, and again steam is subtler than the water. Why? Pervasive. Hence among these created elements, Akasham, space, is the one who pervades everywhere. Is there a place where there is no space? As a matter of fact, everything is in space. Hence that is the first thing is space. That's a Akasha. From that Akasha, next second brother, first child is Akasha. The second child is called Vayu. So for the second child, who is the parent? Same Parabrahma Swarupam plus Maya, and that is called Vayu. Vayu again is subtler, but not subtler than Akasha, so it is grosser. Because air can pervade only where there is space. Where there is no space, there is no air space, you say. That means air has got more grosser than the Akasha. Another way we will say, Akasham has got a gunam. It has got a property. What is the property? Its property, said our Shastra, sound. Sound is the property of Akasha. That is the principle of what is whistle. When you pass air through a small space, sound comes. And the sound travels in space. So that condition being there, Shastra says Akasha has got one quality called the sound. The air, on the other hand, it is grosser than the space because it has got two qualities. What is its quality? One is called touch. You can feel the air. Whether it is air hot, blowing, or cool air, anything, when the wind blows, we can feel the touch of the breeze. And when the wind blows, there is a sound also. It creates noise, sound. That means wind has got two qualities, its own quality of touch and also the quality of Akasham flows into it. It has got two, so air is considered grosser than space. From this particular, after this air from Brahman, the third child is called fire. When we say Vayoho, from Vayu means the Vayu which is Parabrahma Swarupam. From there came air, particularly fire. Now fire is the first grossest thing visible for our eyes. And it is grosser because it has got three qualities. Its own quality of form and color. And it has got earlier too the sound from the Akasham. That's why when fire burns, there is a hissing sound. And it also you can feel the heat of the fire. So it has enjoys three, hence it is grosser than Akasham, even Parabrahma Swarupam. And since this is the first manifested form, that's why in all our houses we always light a lamp, Samai Lava. And earlier in the Yajna Yaga Karma, we always invoked God in fire because that is a manifested form of God. Pratyaksha. That is why Agni Sakshi they say. When Agni Sakshi is not Agni Sakshi. Agni Sakshi means Ishvara Sakshi. That's why even when you are doing puja of an idol, there must be a lamp. Why? Because that is the real God there. This Lord is Jadam. This is a Chetanam here. So that is why that is always lighted. That's why even morning and evening we light lamp and all. The light represents Bhagavan. That's why in the shops and all, when they put the light on, they do namaskara. Why? That is the invocation of Bhagavan. And that is because that is the first manifested form of Bhagavan. That is why in our culture we have got so much importance to fire and lamps. That's all Deepavali and so many places. Why the lamp has got so much importance? Because it is Bhagavan. It is all Bhagavan. So that is the important thing we must know. Air is also Bhagavan. Upanishad says, Tumeva pratyaksham brahmasi. To air particularly. That's why wind is also Bhagavan only. Akasham also is Bhagavan only. So fire is a little grosser than the other two. Then from fire came water. That's the modern science says what? Our particularly meteorological department says, particularly Aditya Jayate Vrishtihi, they have borrowed. Their particular slogan is that. If you want rain, there must be sun. Who is sun? Sun is the principle of heat. That's why you see when too much hot, what do you say? Today it will rain. Why? That's why they say seeding of the cloud, so many things. If seeding everything has to take place, there must be fire. Then there is a smoke. Because of that only seeding takes place. Then fire comes. Then from there only. That means now when they say from Agni water came, now you can understand. That's why particularly from Tejas means Agni is born water. Then water has got its own particularly thing called a taste. Though science says water is tasteless, odorless. Chemistry says that. But you can understand water is tasty, is it or not? When you get a water which has got some dirt or something, what water you have given me, you say. But when it is pure water, you understand the pure water taste. So the pure water taste is there. It doesn't have sweetness or anything, but pure water is pure water. Who tells? Your tongue tells you. So either a taste or not, it has got a taste. Or it has got liquidity. That is its particular rupa. Its gunam is that. But it has got all the other three. What is that? It has got sound. When water flows or falls, it makes sound. When it touches you, coolness or heat, you understand. And again, it also has got a rupam, a form. So it has got 3 plus 1, 4 qualities, grosser than even fire. That's why in the water we invoke Varuna, any devas, and we can worship water also. That's why we do puja to Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, all goddess we put to do the puja to water also. Now out of water comes Mother Earth. Understand itself. That is why when delusion comes, who goes into whom? The effect goes into the cause. As the mother water swallows the whole creation. That is called deluge, they say. According to our Shastra, Pralaya. So from Mother Earth only, they say when you dig, water comes. So water is there inherent in Mother Earth, particularly. And this Mother Earth has got its own quality called smell. Gandhavati Prithivi. From the Mother Earth only all fragrances come. Whether flowers fragrance, fruit fragrance, even basmati rice fragrance, from where does Ambe Mohar, from where does it come? They all come from Mother Earth. Whether it is chilies, whether it is limbu, anything you take, all these flavors and other things, from where does it come? All from one source, Mother Earth. Everything is there. So Mother Earth and its quality is Gandham. Gandhavati Prithivi. That's a first rain, what comes? You can get the smell. Mati cha vas. Straight away it comes there. Even Nava Madka you take and pour water, the water smells of the Mother Earth. It comes there. So that is the quality of Mother Earth, but it has got all other 4. When you touch the mother heat, there is sound. It has got its own feeling. You can feel the Mother Earth, rough or soft or whatever it is. It has got a rupam of its own. Colors are there. Black color, red color, that color. Varieties are there. Color is there. Then it has got a taste. That's why Lord Krishna, everybody eats. Sometimes people eat Mother Earth, they say. There's some taste in it. That's why they put it. Generally ladies, they take it when they are pregnant, it seems. So that also they say. Children also eat it. So like that it is there. Seem to be some taste there in it. So that is there. The answer says, science says calcium. Okay, calcium is there. So that's why they are taking it possibly. That's there. Then finally it has got the smell in it. Thus 4 plus 1, 5. That's the grossest. So Mother Earth is the grossest.